I know. It's been a while. But welcome to the chapter 248 spoiler review, synopsis, summary, whatever you want to call it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for content such as this. And lastly, let me give thanks to Miyamura for providing us with the leaks weekly. And now, I know you guys don't want to wait. I certainly don't. Let's hop into it. So I know we were all wondering what was going to happen with Executioner's Blade, and guess what? Sukuna dodged it. He speed blitzed the hell out of Yuji, appeared behind Yuji, and after this happened, Executioner Blade basically dissipated because Higuruma passed away and whatnot, and he punches and kicks Yuji away, and Yuji's just on the ground with this shook face. I mean, let's be real, did anybody really expect Yuji to land that on Sukuna? Come on, Sukuna's gonna be here for a very long time, and Higuruma and Yuji are not gonna be the ones to put him down. Well, I think Yuji will be, but Higuruma, hell no. After slashing Yuji, Sukuna thinks to himself that even though Higuruma died, he took Kamutoke with him. He also notices that Yuji's stomach has been fully healed. So we know what this means, guys, right? We then see Kiara and Ui retrieving Higuruma's dead body. Sukuna confirms that Ui has instant teleportation curse technique. That's finally revealed. I always wonder what exactly Ui does, and here it is. And Gojo's dead body also disappeared because of Ui as well. Interestingly enough, you see that they have Ui and Kiara on standby because they have teleportation-like abilities. Obviously, there's something going on there. I don't think it's a part of the plan, but it's more so to allow the sorcerers to retreat if they really have to. This also confirms that Gojo's gone. He's completely dead. There's no return for Gojo, no revival, nothing like that. Sukuna has the ability, at least I assume, because come on, it's Sukuna and he has those special eyes. He can most likely see the soul. He knows that there is no soul in Gojo's body. The man is gone. Sukuna analyzes that they are sending the wounded fighters to Shoko, but when reverse curse technique is used on another person, the efficiency is usually less than half than healing your own self. So if, Yuta's healing capacity is cut in half when he's healing others rather than himself. So he figures out that Yuji has learned how to use reverse curse technique in 1 month. And if you're forgetting how Sukuna put this together, it's because in the last chapter he put a hole in Yuji's stomach and now Yuji's just miraculously back together. Sukuna then says that he thinks he'll have some fun now because Yuji's actually worth fighting. However, he still feels a little pissed that Yuji's improving. Sukuna's Yuji's biggest hater. I don't understand why. Be calling him ugly for no reason. But whatever, let's just keep talking about the chapter. Yuji is shocked to see Sukuna spacing out, and Sukuna is wondering if he's disappointed because Higuruma died, but he consoles himself, saying that he never thought of being satisfied by others. Playing with people's life is the best way to kill time until he dies. And what's going on here is that Sukuna is starting to kind of question himself and just think a little bit because he feels a certain kind of way towards Yuji improving and becoming stronger as a sorcerer. However, he's consoling himself and kind of coping with his maybe interest or questioning of Yuji by repeating the same things that he did to Kashimo. Sukuna thinks he never thought of what should be his ideal, a wish which is more than one's life. For the sorcerers, to kill him must be their ideal. Sukuna begins to wonder why he is so upset seeing all of these people trying to seize their ideals. He saw similar people 1,000 years ago as well. Sukuna then realized he's feeling all this because of Yuji. Sukuna knows that no matter how many times he breaks Yuji's soul, he'll always come back to fight him. And I mean, a lot of you guys were on point with this reasoning, right? I said it in so many of my commenters and so many other people have said it. Sukuna has always despised Yuji because Yuji just doesn't know when to back down. And I love that their second confrontation where he takes over Megami's body for the first time, it mainly shows this. It really shows that Yuji will always walk through whatever Sukuna throws at him. And Sukuna absolutely despises that. This chapter is so good. With Sukuna's monologue ending, he understands that even a weakling who is way below his level of strength can stand up to him with just a strong will to stick to his ideals, and to him, that is the most unpleasant thing possible. And to briefly get into this, I do think that this is because Sukuna has this kind of free yet rigid philosophy where he doesn't really have an answer, and Yuji, as stubborn as he is, does and will never convert to not having an answer to his philosophy and his way of life, if you get what I'm picking up on. I'll get into it in my review. It's 5 a.m. in London, so bear with me here. Sukuna then declares to Yuji that he will surely and definitely slice up Yuji's ideals and in proxy crush his will. And everyone is now surprised by the sudden spark of light that has appeared over Sukuna's head. This is Kogane. Kogane announces that a new rule has been added by a player, which is Megumi Fushiguro now holds the authority to activate the merger between Tengen and humanity. So this does confirm that Kenjaku is dead. However, I did kind of mostly get this wrong, because I said that Kenjaku was going to be sacrificing himself by breaking the binding vow and activating the merger, but instead he just kind of sacrificed himself to give Sukuna the rights to use the merger. I mean, it does still parallel Yuki Tsukumo's character. When you think about it, Yuki and Kenjaku kind of did the same exact thing for the story before the opposite sides. But let's continue on the spoilers. This is stuff for the review. Kusakabe wonders if this is Kenjaku's backup plan, and he realizes that Yuta's ambush was successful, which led up to the activation of this backup plan. However, Kusakabe says that he thought Sukuna was much better than Kenjaku because he wouldn't commit terrorism just out of curiosity. And what this panel or page is trying to say is that he wanted Sukuna to be alive rather than Kenjaku if he had a choice, because Kenjaku's hell-bent on destroying the world and Sukuna seemed like he wasn't. But now we know that Sukuna's just as curious as Kenjaku is when it comes to this calamity, this monster they're creating. So now it's like, it doesn't matter, we need both of them gone. Because, you know, we thought Sukuna was just chilling, we thought Sukuna just wanted to fight and stuff, but nah, he on the same timing as Kenjaku. Sukuna then begins his Titan from Megamind speech, saying that he'll start off by killing Yuji, and then he'll kill all the culling game players. And you know what? I might even play with the product of the merger with Tengen. Yo, if we get that fight, which I know we will at this point, Jujutsu Kaisen top 1. Yuta then joins the battlefield. That's right, Yuta comes flying in from the sky, and Sukuna tells Yuta that he better struggle and resist. And Sukuna says that if you don't kill me, all the humans you love will die. And now Yuta joining the battlefield is so good because he provides healing to the entire team. Him and Yuji fighting together is like a dream come true. I'm excited for it. And I did call this happening. Check out why Yuta hates Sukuna. Video will be in the description down below, man. I told you guys this fight was happening one way or another. Yuta needs to be part of the crew that kills Sukuna. And to conclude this chapter, Rika emerges and tries to crush Sukuna while saying, "Who do you think you're talking to?" And Sukuna says, "So this is the queen." The king versus the queen begins, and we have a break next week. After 3 weeks of break, that's insane, but we just gotta deal with it, guys. With that being said, thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out and have a great day, guys.